You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of the Breakfast Show where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV within our Facebook, YouTube and also on our website where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. We will bring the program come to you this Tuesday morning. My name is Khadija Bangora.
And Mina Mabel Kaba. Good morning. Well, inside this edition of the Breakfast Show, we're sitting at Tuesday, May 7, where they can look at the fuel scarcity, where they in Freetown and some other parts in the country.
Well, for can we talk more about this particular topic this morning, na the studio, I want to welcome Marcus Bangura, we are the Executive Director for Citizens Forum for Accountability. Good morning, Marcus, and welcome to the program.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
And also we get Usman Jallo, the Secretary General for the Sierra Leone Petroleum and Transport Dealers Union. Good morning, Mr. Jallo, and welcome to the Breakfast Show.
Good morning, everyone.
All right, on a continue for the week we go join us shortly. You say for the watch with this morning. In case you get comment, you get question on the topic how they look at this morning, because we don't notice say since last week plenty lined on the day that the various petrol station them within a Freetown and some parts in the country. Well, this morning Liberty Online TV they ask the question say if the price for petrol would they expect them for go up. All of the analysis there, so you go get on the program this morning. Remember, say as you watch we now for share the program, bring more people on board so that they self go be part of the discussion this morning, and also not forget for drop where you comment or you question in the comment section, or as well you can send an on 075 200 545. Now the number that the way they reach out to Liberty Online Television. Will they continue with the discussion this morning?
All right, well, before we can look at the issue we get for do with the fuel scarcity, then we quickly gonna cut on the Treason Trial. Also, we go get updates as Amadou Koita Makalo and Abdul Sori Hassan Kamara and 10 other people when I accuse people in this case appear before Justice Comeback Commander na High Court number 1 for sake the Treason Trial. Also, the number 30th witness inside this case been talked about the CCTV camera where they say them be able to recover from the Pademba Road Correctional Center after the November 26 attempted coup attack. We reporter David Yankee sister gets more on this.
Monday, May 6 this year, Amadou Koita, Abdul Sori Hassan Kamara, and 10 other accused people appear before Justice Comeback Commander na High Court number 1. During this trial, the number 30 witness, Mohammed Jusu, when a detective attached na the cyber crime unit CID headquarters, be explained to the court what be happened during the November 26 coup na Freetown. As he say, they don't do forensic examination and get proof report on the electronic device where the investigation team began. He also say, during the investigation team be discover say CCTV camera be there at the Pademba Road Correctional Center with network video recorder. As he say, the management of the Correctional Center give flash drive we get footage of the November 26 coup at the Pademba Road Correctional Center. And self, he and in team watch the footage plenty time and they discover say the people them where then see na police officers, soldier man them and civilian. and then be called Superintendent Bangwa na the Sierra Leone police, and one person from the Sierra Leone Armed Force for help them identify them people here na the CCTV footage. And after the identification, and be suggest say they for play the footage for them, and after they play the footage for them, some people them identify themselves na the footage. The state prosecutor, Yusuf IC say, be ask the witness, Mohammed Jusu, if the people them will be there na the CCTV footage, if them be present na the court, and the witness be answer say yes. The state prosecutor, YIC say, be also read some paragraph them na the report for make the witness identify people them will be there na the footage. And during where the witness be they identify the people them na the CCTV footage, the state prosecutor, YIC say, been applied to the magistrates for make the jury themselves look the people them na the CCTV footage, and the magistrates be tell the jury them for do wetin the state prosecutor YIC be apply for. The defense lawyer for the first accused, S.A. Conte, be object say not to the state prosecutor for tell the jury them waiting for do, but na the magistrate for tell them waiting for do, and the magistrate be do waiting the defense lawyer S.A. Conte been object against, and self tell the magistrate say na in there in charge and na in for do so. After some argument, the state prosecutor YIC say be called for adjournment of the case. One of the defense lawyer S.A. Conte be object say they not for adjourn the case because they want for cross-examine, and the magistrate be tell the state prosecutor YIC say not to because na state prosecutor before they call for adjournment because the court not to adjournment court. But after some time, Justice Komba Kamanda been later adjourn the case to Wednesday, May 8th this year. The state prosecutor them now, Ovi Robin Milson Sr., YIC say, MK Johnson and other one them, and self, the defense lawyer them na Andy Macaulay, H. Kamara, S. Koroma, and other one them. For Liberty Online TV, me, na David Yankee Sise, the report.
Alright, we continue with the breakfast show where they come to you live from Liberty Online Television within our Facebook, YouTube, and also on our website where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. As we tell you earlier today in the program, where they can look at the plenty to line within a different petrol station them all over Freetown and safe na some parts of the country. Well, information we don't go around that some petrol station them not they agree for sell, and some where they sell na just 10 liter, then they send give people them where they go for go buy. Waiting at the reason you go know inside the program this morning, as rumor don't they go around say government gets plan for is the price for fuel. Well, all of that we go discuss at the program this morning, and we go also get updates from the Petroleum Regulatory Agency where then we pull a press release where they assure the public say plenty petroleum products they na the country. Well, for help we talk about this morning, I be don introduce with two studio guests them when I'm Marcus Bangora and the executive director for Citizens Forum for Democratic Accountability. Well, now organization, when a civil society organization don't they talk but issues them we get for do with the ordinary citizen them. And if we don't follow Liberty Online TV, Marcos now one of the civil society organization them where many times we can call on issues that way they affect the ordinary citizen them, and it can also can at the studio for can provide expertise by the way how they analyze different issue them. Well, today again we get some at the studio. Marcos, good morning again.
Good morning.
All right, as I don't tell reviewers them this BNTM, especially for the past 2 weeks, we don't they notice say plenty to line the different petrol station them na Freetown, and anything this to line kingdom the day it's either fuel or shorting at the country or PRA with other stakeholders, and they engage for is the price for fuel. And yesterday I see you publish one article where they say Salona the second country we get the most expensive fuel. Let's start for look at that article there, how you arrive at that conclusion.
Yeah, thank you very much. The Citizens Forum for Democratic Accountability, one of the key areas of intervention are the provision of socio-economic services at an accessible and affordable price. And that make we talk on a lot of things that we get for do with the welfare of the people, just like how you put them. Then Citizens Forum also gets a newspaper when I see for the media newspaper. So as the past 1-2 weeks, we see how people in the toll line, almost now all the fuel stations there, we affect we all, even myself. I know we no self say the crisis there. I will go now God reach. I know we use the motor car for 2-3 days. So when I come out for go buy fuel, I meet crowd. So you see, so like it affects almost everyone. Now with newspaper, we state say Sierra Leone that the second country in West Africa with the most expensive fuel, right? And we get resources from two areas. One, we get global petrolprice.com. We are one of the most reliable database. Then they update the world on a monthly basis. Almost all countries we get for do with fuel station, they give them information, they demand for information, either from the government or the regulatory body, now the country. So as a result of that, they outline all the countries of the world, where they sell fuel. Then countries, and the way you look at and Sierra Leone, they 53. Now the 53 country where they sell fuel, very expensive. Now we come down to Africa. Africa, Salonde, number 5, right? Where they sell fuel, very, very expensive. Where you can be, we decide, now see for the, we experts them, decide, say, okay, let we fairway for, bring them down to West Africa. So we say, do we analysis. In the analysis, we find out, say, Sierra Leone are the second country where they sell the most expensive fuel, now West Africa. And if you go further, you read the article, they tell you, say, now the Mano River Union, Salonde number 1. Now the only country where, now West Africa, where they ahead of Sierra Leone, now Senegal. Senegal, they sell fuel more expensive than Sierra Leone. But apart from that, the whole of West Africa, now we are the second highest rate of sale. So we decided to say, because this rumor, they all over the place, say, there is possibility, say, fuel price will be increased, right? We look at that, we say, because normally it's a kind of a trend. Anytime you see Motokari the two line at fuel station, if I begin to take notice, say, the one for is or increase fuel price. So like that's the way we know. So when that happens, that make we decide for look at the fuel, we try for do we research quickly and know whether it is justifiable, you understand, for make the increased price or not. So we look at that, we find out, say, it's very, very unreasonable. If for any reason government want for increased price, they don't get no reason for increased price except otherwise, because before they take on to the Ukraine Russia war, they take on to the Corona, right? But this time around, it will be very difficult. We don't do your research done, right? Government don't get any reason on that grounds, because that was always the grounds we lay emphasis on. They don't get no reason for increase fuel on that ground. So that make we raise them up. We want to call me for can discuss this issue also. I appreciate them very, very much, because we get the platform, right? So they call me, say, can't talk. But people are out there. You understand? We don't get the platform, but we are trusted voices to them, right? So I'm for categorically and unequivocally say that Sierra Leone fuel price is very, very expensive. We don't have the geopolitics of the Mano River Union. Sierra Leone, Liberia, Guinea, and Ivory Coast. If you look at the 3 countries, Liberia, their fuel it is less than $1. They sell we own fuel at $1.53, right? Liberia they below that. Guinea they little above that. Then Ivory Coast they higher, right? But in all which, when we look at generally, according to globalfuelprice.com, petrolprice.com, when you look at them, right, they tell you, say, the average price for fuel per liter is $1.34. That is to say, if you take the one that we sell high and the one that we sell low, you put them together, now $1.34. And we for endeavor for make sure, say, we not pass that average day, but we did beyond the average now.
This issue of the price, where you refer to global petroleum price, where this one not a new one to plenty people we don't follow different programs them. Even before the increase where they make for the current price where they so now, some of people don't challenge authorities and say, when you go at the same global petroleum price, they show say we feel that Sierra Leone is very expensive, but authorities do not ever accept say we feel expensive. Is it deliberate?
I want to say it's deliberate on the side of government. That's one impeccable fact. Say probably one of the major things that we can make may they increase their taxes there also. Where they make the fuel station managers them, they actually find them very difficult for make them actually sell fuel. Probably not even probability, but because of taxation. Normally they not want to come out and say the truth because they fear say more pressure will be mounted upon them, you understand? But the fact is, most of the fuel stations, they turn down, you understand, like with the situation they come to, right? Governments go down, inject certain things. And they tell you, say, IMF now a major factor where they make with fuel business, they increase. If you look at IMF conditionality, like these governments that way, they say they don't get money, it's very difficult. And now, very soon, IMF get for give money to countries, you understand? And most times, they keep peg up on them. Now, they mostly the influence country there for make they increase the price. During the last government, IMF mounted pressure on the APC for make the increase fuel price. In fact, subsidy first. For them to remove subsidy, there was a funding of about 50 million we then give to the government, right? We hope say that for give another one if the government decide to do so. But the government look at and say, if we can increase and we can pull the fuel subsidy, it will lead to the increase in fuel price. So if the fuel price increase, it almost affects every facet of the lives of the people in Sierra Leone. And the burden, the criticism will be leveled against them. So because of this, government never refused. They find out, say, before the end of, between 2017 to 2018, you see the IMF began for withdraw support to Sierra Leone. Now because of that, there are certain times you get them international organizations there also, or financial institutions then, right? Where they can mount pressure upon the government for them to adhere to certain things. And government for smart for make sure say they don't accept certain things for the good of the people.
This scenario where you just give, so take me back to Denton and Day. This government now be in opposition, and during the elections where there be the campaign for let the people of Sierra Leone vote for them. This particular scenario now one where they be the push say because of bad governance the IMF don't withdraw support from the country. But then was it a good decision for kick all the IMF conditionality them as a government and say, you know what, we need for protect the citizens them?
As a political historian and somebody we study international relations as well at higher level, I want to say that IMF, they lead to the demise of state economies. If you go back to President Momo in period, one of the major factors that will lead to a demise. In fact, Momo began for sack and appoint almost 3 finance ministers during that particular period. You understand? Because they will come with conditionalities where, for example, like this kind of situation now. Sierra Leone are one of the highest debt countries in the world. The other publication we do, I state that. Understand before this one, right? We talk in terms of debts, with debt rates, with at high risk. You understand? So as a result of that, IMF go come and talk say, for me could I get money, for the government get money, increase fuel, pull even subsidy removal like the IMF. You understand? Do this, do that. So government get for look at one of the major function by the provision of basic social amenities. You understand? And that make we look at the provisions of these amenities at an affordable price. Because if you look at the situation wherein you look at where, for example, if fuel increase now, it affects the exchange rate. If you carefully do a hair split analysis on the exchange rate, you find out anytime we fuel price increase, anytime we the increase, you understand, the dollar they go up. And when that happen, it affects almost transports, you understand, cost, production, right? It will lead to inflation. So these are all factors where governments don't for just look at waiting the IMF go come with. You understand? For look at even when they come with anything, waiting how important that could be, you understand, to the lives of the people of Sierra Leone. Because if you look at other areas where the IMF, where the increment of the NTR should affect. Now, if you look at the basic salary, which is just about 800,000, you understand? You look at that, how you expect somebody where they get 800,000, 1,200 in the case of teachers?
You say in some of the circumstances, governments not for they go by all the conditions and when IMF they tied to the grants and we didn't give.
I tell you, say this government before, right? They can take over the reins of government whilst in opposition. They be heavily there against the IMF. You understand? But at the time in 2018, they take over the reins of government. Remember, government talks with economy. They in slumber. In fact, there was one expression where they use where they say it didn't coma. That means the economy was comatose. You understand? So IMF come, then go into a deal. It was said all over the place that that particular business, so the way IMF not been get with Salon, they don't get allowed. They give money. You understand? So as a result of that, to me, right, except where one is blind or is reluctant to accept the fact, or because Osonte has been carried away by political sentiments and other things, right? The fact is, this fuel, they not for increase them for any reason, so, except for selfish reason.
At this point, the Ministry of Finance official them, the PRA official them, then just come out na Washington DC. We may not be part of the people who bingo. They don't go clearly sit down na a review meeting, and World Bank don't tell them say they for come back and review the petrol prices. And by the middle of this month, the World Bank team they come for can do this particular review. At this point, keeping the relationship with the World Bank and the IMF and protecting the welfare of Sierra Leone and them, who side the government for choose?
For me, if we did governance, we get the kind of the former president of Tanzania, it's Magufuli, we stand strong against them organizations that they're able to succeed. I remember even President Bill, before he came up power, during that period, right, he talked about the fact we were able to do our own things. Now, only because we're not able to do what we do, then we debate too much, you understand, that make we the subject we serve to them kind of today. Because the welfare of the people is very, very important. And because of mismanagement of resources, right, fiscal indiscipline, now major factors where they make we subdue ourselves into the one in day. It don't mean say relationship for day. You understand? Because why you go into a relationship, right? Because there is a need. They say no man is an island, no man stands alone. We need each other. Even with America, they should get all which they get. You understand? They need we. Reciprocally, we self need them. Say for example, we get mineral resources, we get a lot of things that we do not get. They need them. You understand? But we don't do processing. So we need that. That's the importance of international relations. Right?
But Marcus, at this point, not a secret again, say the Salon government's not able to do without them international partner there. So because we all know say government is struggle now in terms of funding for get money for do the administrative job them. For example, we go to the IMF, then give them clear instructions say una go back and implement the Finance Act before we give any additional funding. Act, yeah. So now it must say them for can't implement the Finance Act. Yes. And the Finance Act where it become effective January 1, we all really grumble from the citizens.
Yes, the Finance Act, I've done an article on it. I say it stinks like a bee. Understand? Because of the fact say it eats into it too much. And this Finance Act and they lead to all into there also. Now you get for pay withholding tax, they don't increase them, they so go for contribute for education. You understand? The taxes are plenty. Sometimes we don't even know that we pay the money. You understand? But we've been squeezed like the substance of a toothpaste. You understand? For paying money there also. So the IMF, now because we not able to stand on our legs. So they say don't tell, they don't give me that stay. You understand? They don't give me that. We're not able still for manage ourselves. So what's happen? Okay, we'll now go fetch out to our people there. But we're not able to do this. We'll have fair way for squeeze them, make we get resources. But if a government, you understand, forthright, a well focused, I can understand yes, then they under pressure. But when reflects back in 2018, they were never under pressure, you understand? But still, they pull subsidy on fuel. Also, because they allow themselves to be used as a political lantern. That is to say, the IMF, the International Financial Resources, they regulate these things, then they gesticulate. You know lantern. We all watch lantern. You understand? Eh? So like, we government, they just like lantern to the international community. They regulate them anyhow. It's bad for any country. Now, we don't reach at a point where in the debts don't reach to a height that if we not take 10 years for calm, then they see some of we very, very important institutions then. For example, they just kind of talk, say, Bank of Salon, in Andover. If they're able for pay. You understand? Because it means we don't get the ability for pay. We don't reach a point where Sierra Leone has been classified as having the inability to pay debts.
So for let the burden not come back to the ordinary citizens them in forms of tax and other things that we don't pay for, what's in it for be done?
The objective of foreign policy are the national interest. Anyway, governments, they go into negotiation with the institution and they like how una travel go. Una for able to get a position wherein una able for project certain things then for influence the one in the. You understand? Now, if you look at the situation,
but they are the masses of the IMF. I go project.
Because we say for each day. For example, the start of 2018, we see mining companies going down. Certain mining companies, you understand? SL Mining, for example, they may get issue with government. At the end of the day, what happen, right? They sue governments that court. Government spend a lot of money. You understand? And we don't see other companies the way to go. So investments that one major thing. Then look at the political crisis where we don't take place in the country. You understand? All these they scare away these investors for letting come. Because if we get a peaceful atmosphere, you understand, there is all possibility say, right, governments go able for for do certain things. But now we are caught in a web, and the citizens are between the devil and the deep blue sea. We are doing it right now. IMF conditionalities and governments subjecting itself to that because of no other choice. But they need for actually do things for the interest of the people.
All right, continue. Marcus, in case you just tune in, they watch the breakfast show where they come to you live from Liberty Online Television within our Facebook, YouTube, and also on our website. Also, they stream live all the programs them. Well, don't forget for share the program, don't forget for like and also drop your message. Today at the program where they look at the fuel scarcity within the country now as plenty line and they na the petrol station them. Well, we look at this particular issue and at the studio bring in Marcus Bangura, when the executive director for Citizens Forum for Democratic Accountability, and also the Secretary General for the Sierra Leone Petroleum and Transport Dealers Union. NCF Day with at the studio this morning.
And members, so you say for the watch the program, can send me a message on 074-200-545, 074-200-545, or drop your comments in the comment section at any of the platform them. Also, they get Liberty TV online this morning. When they come to the other studio guests now, we are Usman Jallo, the Secretary General for the Petroleum and Transport Dealers Union, as we tell you today. When they look at the fuel scarcity, waiting make to line in at the different fuel station them, waiting with the foresee whether or not na fuel increase one for happen or na fuel not there at all. Now that's what they discussed at the program this morning. And a pleasure for getting at the studio this morning, Usman Jallo, Secretary General for the Sierra Leone Petroleum and Transport Dealers Union. Welcome once more at the studio.
Thank you for having me.
All right, like we don't tell with viewers them today we look at the issue. I believe you self-aware say from Friday last week to now, so many fuel stations and they will not sell at all. Some they will sell, but go give limits say na so amount to go give to certain vehicles, whether public or private. We see the scarcity is very clear. Although the position of the Petroleum Regulatory Authority then say fuel they wait for take away till the other shipments come into town, but una way they deal directly with petroleum and transport dealers them. Just tell we first, waiting at the cause we make we see from Friday to now to line in at different fuel stations then.
Yes, I simple, madam. Dealers and the people that will get filling stations in the place order. No OMC, no they say for the trust. You go pay, get you monthly, take it to the OMC, then the vetter, say the money don't reflect that account and process your order. So when they process your order on a normal basis, you want 10,000 litre and dispatcher. But as it is now, 10,000 litres, I give you 3,000. So then the ration at the depot, similar thing, then they happen at the outlet.
But from a press release we come out from the regulatory agency, when the Petroleum Regulatory Agency, they assure the general public say enough petroleum products in the country. But now you say in the ration at the depot. So who are the full who that's now?
When you say petroleum product, you get diesel, you get petrol, and then you kerosene. We don't forget about kerosene, even though we need that in this country. That night flaw, even on the part of the regulators. We can't do that. And I see the release with them put. They say we get. But look the release, it's very interesting. They say diesel will take us to July. You understand it? And petrol, they say, but NP, they release pick out NPC, then get some stock, 22 million, something around that. What should you kill it? You understand? So if NP get 22 million, you get 5 OMCs, you get NP, you get Leonoid, you get Connex, you get Aminata, and you get, well, one company then I refine it at 5. Why is it that now NP no more gets fuel? You will ask, why is it that the regulators don't say that NP no more gets it? That shows even how they are regulating it. Yes, so, for we, there is no fear. That fear is the only instruction now on paper. Because we don't witness, the oil trucks, then they go to NP. I'm convinced they are going to loan from NP till the new vessel can. Connection get a drop. If they get, then they pump out. You understand it? So the whole issue, you understand it, boils down to the depot. If they pump fuel out to the boy, the dealers they live or thrive on turnover margin. Dealers they don't get profits. Profit that's where they determine. Like when you buy junk screws. 200 leons and they charge you their own money. You go 150, go your guys go find for you, make this okay. And I'm top 80. But we now margin, and margin you don't have control over it. So the more we sell, the more we make money. So we don't get fear. We refuse the public. And in fact, within the Act 2014 and the Statutory Instrument 2016, it's clearly spelled out, so we don't forward fear. So if you see at a station they sell, maybe we sell in the morning hours, they don't get 5,000. They will sell morning hours till low select 12 break. Evening, more people then return to work. They begin sell back. So some people will they get fuel or they transport vehicle they sell. That technicality in that way, you understand it, is not, it doesn't amount to all the much. That same rationing who the OMCs they exhibit.
So now natural scarcity this from waiting on a don't notice on a price one go up.
No, it's not about price. It's about availability. You understand? Connection get fear. You know, I don't get fear, and that's I don't get fear, as I don't say now. Only NP gets fear.
So outside these 2.2 million liters where the regulatory agency na them press release where they publish, they say 2.2 liters of petrol available nationwide. We mean say all over the country 2.2 liters. But you they say that just NP get petrol.
Yeah, you see, in fact, when they would use the word nationwide, for me, I see as if like other depot they offline. You understand? Nationwide. That's what the seven correct and that. If I specify, if I push it into where fuel is being stored, the depot. Morning time we can see them and get a Land Cruiser, the person all land terminal. But they have to be frank with the general public. They have to be frank. You understand? Then they go deep then and say, maybe they might have seen that fuel at NP. That's why they quoted NP in that press release. But interestingly, the PRA, they will say there is no fear, whether they want to save the face of government or not.
So the press release of PRA pool is safe for say it deceptive.
The public will react to them.
But you they say all the in fact the word nationwide who they use inside you they against them because the pono they nationwide. And according to you, all the other stations that we call like the Aminata, Connex, Leon Oil, they all not get petrol at the moment.
Let them load. If Aminata get petrol, let them load. You understand it? If Connex get petrol, in particular PMS, let them load.
So in a crisis like this, Marcus, let me bring you in a crisis like this, coming out to the public and telling the fact rather than issuing out a press release way from waiting the dealer don't talk now, petrol not day, which shows say the press release deceptive, crisis communications. It right for tell the public the truth or for pull a press release for show the public say petrol in the country.
We already talk about good governance, and one of the major principles of good governance now accountability and transparency. Right? Good governance demands say the government for be accountable to the people, therefore be transparent to the people. This now a crisis. In the first place, they allow the situation for reach this particular point. Mr. Jaloya don't make it very, very clear, say they really need for be open to the and to the people of Sierra Leone. Now, I'm going to ask one question, say the people then go take action, something like that. Because if you look at the situation now, sometimes when you come in the open, you tell the people there, they'll be able to understand. Honestly, whatever the case, they'll go blame you one or two way. Say, well, she wanted to take this year so they can short so. You understand? But it's fine because the people then will get that confidence. But now look at the situation we are in. The press needs to tell about 2.2 million liters. You understand? Nationwide, right? I would say in more knowledgeable. Now these 2.2 liters nationwide. Now one company getter. Understand? And that company they will determine. You understand? They said get their own stations then. Right, so there is kind of supremacy fight between the National Petroleum and the other one that probably for relegates them in fact.
The National Petroleum where the PRM make mention of some of the outlets and the right now we know they sell at all.
Yes, so that's therefore tell you say, therefore come back to what I say and the view where Sierra Leoneans they get see anytime when there is fuel scarcity there is a tendency for fuel price. But you say MPs, governments, not 100% government. You understand? Right? But they collaborate. You understand? So as a result of that, if at all they want for increase, you give a kind of a reference, we're going to New York. You understand? In Washington, meet with the financial institutions then, and they see them for review here. You understand? So just look at just juxtapose them together. They say they're for review. They're not saying increase, they say review. But we know when they say review. You understand? Waiting and once after they increase fuel price. And now this is a coincidence now. The number of fuels over most time, let me quite talk. People like you want for blame then various fuel stations there also. Now you look at it now, say, just like you ask, you say who is fooling who here. You understand? If there's stations there so, if you go demand for 10,000 liters, you are giving 3,000 liters. You understand? And the 3,000 liters, it don't will take you long. It will done. So they determine, then they regulate. So they regulate the body, you understand, gets something for say. Or they get a question for answer in this. And then they point ugly fingers at them directly. You understand? Say, all these things really happen so, they are responsible.
Because that's our as then a contributing factor we don't see even from time memorial to now. Anytime we feel one go up, a more scarce na the market.
Yes.
We make citizens don't able to understand
yes.
say anytime they see so line and they expect say increase they happen.
Okay.
The Petroleum Regulatory Authority then a contributing factor, they not they help at all in that kind of situation.
I want to say so because we say in history that is the story of the past compared to the present for the benefit of the future. We must go and get experience, right? History is a lab, a laboratory. Which side you go, you understand? You dissect a particular something for get a result. You understand? So as a result of that, a contributing factor, they are the regulators. By all intent and purpose, that their responsibility now for make sure say they advocate for the interest of the citizen. You understand? When price one for go up there for currency, no. But we don't see the regulatory body at all times that they need at the forefront, you understand, for make sure say price then go up. Now they go come, they don't go tell you which are the facts. Now today they don't be able to tell you say that as a result of the Ukraine war, right? They don't go tell you say that as a result of Corona, right? They don't go tell you say that because of the world economy or whatever, you understand? They don't get no reason. Because, you know, so they don't go through a lot of hurdles, tussles, you understand? Tax paying, you understand? Look, waka fine, you understand? Camp church, transport fare, it shoots up, almost all the transport sector also go up, you understand? So as a result of that, the regulatory body are responsible. What they say is final. In all of this,
let me bring in Mr. Jallo. When you look at this press release, so the quotes now, because now the only source that will get from PRA now, we don't make efforts for get them for being in the studio, but according to them, they're not ready for talk it until the dust settle. When you look at the press release where PRA issue out, then say no increment no go happen throughout May 2024. Then the further states say they don't anticipate any increment. With the fuel scarcity we did now, una say the dealer they not get pass NP now then get some way then they issue out now. Una they foresee any increment? You don't think at the industry waiting like this can happen, increments can happen?
Not at all times. But in this one particularly, it's not an increase. This I will be talking about availability. Honestly, I've been there, I've been to Conex, and you know, as I tell you now, moments ago, you see Leonard drops. But you know, this symbiotic relationship between NP and Leon oil is a fact. They have a strong sister relationship. So if NP, Leon oil not gets fear, you understand, they go to a sister, but they are giving small lemon stations and all that. That's why you see Leon oil station, they sell small. But Conex completely dry.
But Malado they sell.
Yeah, Malado.
Already ration and 10.
Malado, you understand, and with all due respect to them, he is a registered OMC. But when I say OMC, you're not somebody that imports fuel. Malado, way you see, they buy fuel from either NP or Illinois or any other side. They say assaults and then self will sell here. So you know, for now, we don't count Malado much more in effect. They trade with the fuel with the in-country. So if you say one stand the battle, they begin bring fuel on you. Put on a depot, no say yes, now he's ready. So this same 10,000 we don't count, now he just one kapu. You understand, including the
So as a union, although you say not to foresee price increase, how on the monitor on a membership? Because for example, people can then at the fuel station them, you go here the manager can say you do so not sell nobody again. You go notice say ide, but then go tell say not sell nobody again. Not to like another at all.
Yes.
How on the monitor?
Well, that's normal.
Why normal?
When I say normal, and you get limited quota, you place order 5,000, you 1,000 for example. You understand? If you start that pump, the pump continues. That 1,000 finish in the next 2 hours. You understand? So what you do more?
When I said you want
no, yeah, it's all about regulation also. You understand? Mm-hmm. So you go sell the 500 liters in the morning, people therefore go work, they get fear. If you concentrate on selling that fear, the fear much on that fear, it concentrates on particular people, the whole the general public delegates. I go to the SUV or my Jeep, for example, put 50 liters for me. That Kekeh need 5 liters, 10 liters for more.
For that
wait, get it through. You pump for million Jeep, you understand, 6 cylinder, you pump for 40, 50 liters. Then you get taxi, when you move all around. Instead of you give me 50 liters, you better give that taxi up to 30 liters because he will be moving around. So, but when you sell in the morning session and later in the afternoon session, you create one for And at least, mark you are not the only one selling. Other stations. So you make it available, just like how the OMC the rational, equally general public the rational.
So the rational like ration the fuel as dealer them, now from a humanitarian point of view.
Well, I don't want you to see humanitarian.
Because based on the explanation,
yes.
For example,
yes.
like me personally, I carry me SUV,
yes.
maybe where they take 80 liters.
Correct.
Then that taxi where they carry people all over, they take 20 liters. And I prefer a ration as the taxi gets.
Yes.
Let me ask you the question, see, if that from a humanitarian point of view, like a ration.
No, it's about fairness. When you say humanitarian, you understand it? There are times it can be deceptive. You understand it? But when you say fairness, you look. Then again, that goes small side for the PRA. The PRA, we want the PRA for enforced deliveries from the company. It's unfortunate they are not privy to orders being placed, which is also a confidential matter. No OMC will show them the orders, but although eventually
because that's about ask you how they would regulate, then they're not privy to that.
Okay, so that maybe the let them look the act, what's in the act say about Dandy, you understand? But in fact, there is a limit to even a regulation will give you access. But the points, the PRA, they are not importers of fear. This thing that interests you. They import fuel, they just regulate the scout fuel, collect register tax within the price formula, ensure that within the pricing formula, everything is being met. So they themselves don't have fear. And then people that private comes there, then they get fear. How this scenario they operate?
But they're a regulatory agency.
Yeah.
What they regulate on that?
Yeah, they regulate you, but much of it, they should focus at the OMC. If you are not common like Depo, where is the taxation for sale?
Many times when they point finger at and say, especially when I don't get rumor say fuel one go up, when they keep the fuel, when I don't buy at a particular price, as soon as the PRA government pull a press release for increase the fuel, when I pull a and begin seller.
Okay. You asked me this particular scenario what we get if an increase as you go. Okay? When fear is about to be increased, you understand it? We as a union, we are not part of that discussion. You understand? We don't feel truth and game. We are finance for inclusion, parliament for inclusion, so that we know. You understand? But we all as we are living in India, we see the meetings here. You understand? So we did not see, you understand, that is about to end. But we also did know. The company themselves, they slow their foot for sell giving.
So when about the after when I get to the keeper.
Yeah, listen, two scenarios now in this room. And it's a fact. Say it or not, you understand it? This will increase. And they know it. But when fear is about to be increased, you will know. How will they know? We only adjust. We see when you place an order, you understand it? You see the pattern. But there are times also. You get an increase on an abrupt increase, so then don't please now let somebody increase the price. And what's it bad by increase? Fear and interesting thing. You get 10,000 liters. You follow one, they add 4,000 liters. Yeah, you buy 8,000. Follow one, they add 4,000. You go 12,000. Which side they get that 4,000?
It asks for less than the increased price per fuel in saloon. We the citizens themselves not don't foresee them because anytime when they increase, you they begin see like how we they see so now. You go to line go the fuel station and go tell say fuel not there, but as the week they go, then you see they can increase now.
Yeah, but this one is about happening.
So you they assure the public say all them station them where they say right now fuel not there. If PRA go deep, you know they meet fuel there.
I won't say that categorically. The reason being, you understand? Well, for petrol, they don't forbid much of petrol there. To be honest, listen. For petrol, they don't forbid much of petrol there because most NGOs, government institutions, when they do prepaid for fuel in diesel, they can keep diesel for them. either for police, the military, other institution, now city order they can get diesel. But most, I would say 90% of government vehicles are diesel. For petrol, you understand? You don't need much of petrol.
But many times when PRA can go out, for example, the last time in kind of NP petrol station at Dwazak, they meet fuel day. Now until the PRA boss go force them for open and sell, give the people them. We make many times finger the points per and say now I can keep the fuel there.
You remember that period? Exactly.
Now before this recent increase.
No, in that period, the other side, did it not lead to an increase?
So now could they tell you now
say keep them because now they expect say it can go up.
Yeah, because if the depot release the fuel to we will sell.
So now it clearly shows say this day we not dey na fuel one go up.
No. You do find this, we say we do find this. The PRA say we do find this. You understand? You look international trade, the blacks, you understand? This, warrant increase in price. You've been to Washington, you understand? The financial acts who already has this policy, therefore implementer. Even most things also around fear. You understand? Like what you will pay as taxes to PRA, all don't go up. You understand? But it has nothing to do with the increase in price.
So if you increase in the next 2 weeks or inside this month after, let we bring you and hold you to account.
For saying
you say not so an increase you foresee. So if you increase.
So if increase cannot bring you Kaya back because now people and they watch you. Mr. Jallo, now people and they watch you. You did national and international.
Me, I will stick with the PRA. Because fuel price is being reviewed. It's being reviewed. When I say review, an upward or downward review, we don't see this government don't feel price drop. They don't feel it's out. So for now, forget about me. I dey against price going down.
Why?
You understand? I want a stable price for a length of period. Until government paying price on let's say 10,000, back at 7,000. When they pull out 7,000, now 15,000.
So before they put them down,
they were stable price.
I agree, sir.
3, 4, 5 years. So that government will keep that profit a corner side. Then that's the cushion. Honestly, it's not about price increase.
But you speak with the PRA press release.
Yeah, it's okay with that. Yes. The only thing let them big NP that 22,000 we they get left hand.
You believe say NP get fuel?
NP they get. Maybe NP they protest.
What's the protest for?
I said maybe. Something is wrong. You understand? NP
Tax.
When I come round from Salou, you understand? Maybe they are not comfortable with certain. NP no get 22 million liters, you understand? They're not left hand to the public. As they don't used to be. NP that the only OMC starts for. I don't do bad for them now with them pay, you understand? NP that the only OMC starts for self-fail like this country Saturday. Then if I don't get only this safe. NP not only if you can't box, you know that they only go pump fear when you can't do business. So if really the PRA only go deep and attack every sure see they convince the public see 22 million metric did it, then bump back. 27 they say vessel you can't eat. So it's up to you again to check with the shipping lines whether a vessel is due tomorrow.
Is it 6 months?
According to the press release, they say the 8th.
The shipping line.
But you don't then at the industry for quite some time. It's visible for the country gets vessel they can't supply on the 8th.
We go by waiting. In fact, the OMCs are not keen. Honestly, tell me see vessel the casuals there. They say that they expect.
But the press release or the quotes Naya as a state. Now the only source we get. So from
the we don't talk with the shipping line there.
So what do you they foresee, Mr. Jallo?
There is no increase.
Don't forget about the increase. The vessel way for come with supply. Because now if you rumor the go out.
If you don't give vessel time now, not see vessel. Don't forget that. It will be say back and give a vessel time, vessel come. But I mean like when we walk around, I understand still ambulance are will likely drop with fear over the weekend. It's new coming within our clients. GSM get depot that connects. I don't understand, say likely they count petrol.
So by next week the line then will disappear?
Yeah. Although we begin pay that 22,000, then MP, then we pay and let them go sit down and talk about that. If it's there, if it's not there, don't hold me. Let's hold the PRE. Because PRE is making an emphatic statement.
Yes.
And when are they out there, when I give you the fair we sell.
But according to another request, they're not giving them.
No, every morning orders are being placed. You place 15,000, MP look and use more.
There is this law come to Marcus. From waiting, Mr. Jalodon, so it clearly shows if you're not in the country. And even the car power ship, the small money government we don't manage for GIDEM, and also that of the CLSG, car power ship, according to information that they're not able to pump the lights yet because government supposed for GIDEM the fuel, would they not get it. All of that, apart from the fuel crisis, citizens they cry for blackouts, citizens they cry for fuel, citizens they cry for water. A lot of things they happen now in the country. Also, you feel say government for start for address all of these issues really done.
Well, just like how you put it, say almost citizens they cry for almost everything that is country because they all get for do with the human living, right? And then factors and they lead to high cost of living. We actually they affect the human cost of living. Now, government really get for redoubling efforts. Starts with the fuel now because this fuel issue, you know, the word I don't talk, but it become more confusing rather than convincing. Understand? In the sense that there is fuel, lack of fuel availability. That means the fuel not available, and that make we face this crisis here. Then again, we find out, say, in the press release, the 8 vessels then go come, or a vessel go come. Then you ask yourself, was there any need for this kind of crisis to line? Need they? Because if we expect fuel, the 8, then NP gets about 2.2 million liters, right? We don't need for face this situation. Till at the 7, tomorrow at the 8, right? We don't need for face this situation.
So that they tell you say there is something.
Because it's confusing. It's very, very much confusing. You understand, eh? Rather than convincing. Because let's look at it. You understand, eh? Let's look at the metric there, right? Fuel shorts. People in this constraint forget fuel. Electricity. With President Bill being the minister, there is big hope, say, all things will fine. As you want people we talk, say, electricity under bill is worse than Kanja. One newspaper we carry the headlines, you understand? So tell that because of this, and then the power ship need fuel. And the fuel no day will justify the man in statement say unavailability. Understand? Fuel not available alone. And one of the things that we advocate for availability, accessibility, and affordability. You understand? So as a result of that, I don't know side it's really day. Because government for endeavors see this fuel, and this fuel, I tell you that one of the most important commodities in this country. Now you see it affects car power ship, right? It affects we now the go on streets. You understand? Transport business right now don't go up because this is scarcity. But one thing we have to say, right, where every year or every time we get fuel scarcity, there is always a possibility. Then you look at another way back wherein the IMF they call for review of fuel price. So let me get it. There was a time where they don't reach a point where government for the updates the fuel. You understand? Every month, but for the review. You understand? Either it come down based on the world market. You understand? If they say it go up, they raise up small. If they find out say it go down, they put them down small. But it never happen. Now one time it happened. A way it happened, we know the disaster after that. You understand? Because it skyrockets the price. Right? It come down for coke sweet and do it only follow we leak. You understand? We leak the only. What's happen? They shoot the thing go up. We begin to taste bitterness. understand? So it's so confusing. Yes, me mad as yourself, you don't take, you know, a real experience and all that, you don't believe say fuel price they increase. You understand? Again, it states say, and they don't include them, the union, the law advocate. So if something happens, you know, we make another to take it was them for granted. Even the conviction says yes, there is unavailability, which I believe that. You understand? Eh? But again, certain things they on that. Even we go further for say, so say MP the protest, get fear when they protest. It also means something.
So you don't foresee an increase?
I don't foresee an increase. Being that we financial institutions that we they support we, especially the IMF, we don't give money, the World Bank, right? Don't put into government say for review fuel prices. And that review not for candle. Understand? So that means say, even before I come here, so you understand? Let's attend with publication tomorrow, 1-2 paper tomorrow. You understand? Eh? If they find out say facts from very of them to authorities from them to institutions a day. Understand? How they press. And they press on this particular thing also to make price go up. Because governments not get the resources. And because you don't get the resources, if fear go up, why don't you say the tax plenty? You understand? And then tax and some they go to governments. You understand? So anyway, the regulatory body, then they count fear. But they called power and authority. Authority are the right way you get for impose your will on others and command obedience. That is authority. And the regulatory body gets the authority. You understand? Power are the ability where you get for impose your will, not with rights, but with strength. You understand? So in this case, the regulatory body, you understand, then gets the legitimacy. So as a result of that, they work on behalf of government. Understand? As a result, they generate resources for government. So because of that, then King get ways and means, you understand, for fair way for the money come out. Let money come out, you understand? So that kind of stuff they do.
Continue for them between at the studio, Marcus Bangura. We'll come back to now. You still watch the Liberty Breakfast Show. And inside this edition of the Breakfast Show, we look at the fuel scarcity, where we see a free tongue and other side them na the country. Well, as soon as no Liberty Online TV always they give the inclusivity part of every program where we do now. Also, we can allow the people them for express themselves on certain situations and topic them where we can look at. As inside this edition of the Breakfast Show, we look at fuel scarcity. This make Liberty Online Television bingo turn the mic to the people and where they out there as we reporter Al Hassan Kuruma bingo na different fuel outlets them forget the views of the one them we already don't they go through a lot of challenge from last week Friday to now. Let me just see what he bring come.
So Liberty Online TV with me Al Hassan Kuruma. Well, presently within a Malado filling station, outside we can know waiting they happen with regards to the fuel crisis will be done they happen over the past week. Liberty Television decided for Canada the streets of Freetown. To be specific, within our Dwazak Junction, as you can see from my back, this is Malado fuel station. Outside we see lots of Okada, we see private vehicles and as well Kekeh and Bike for able to get fuel. But of course we all know say from last week don't they get scarcity of fuel, where don't they create a lot of problem for people where they move across Freetown. This make Liberty Online TV come now the street of Freetown, especially in our fuel stations that for can some the views of people with regard to the fuel crisis and waiting to go on as of present in Freetown. Well, actually I see from the picture with the strain really for fuel right now. I see the scene a line at this so for my able get fuel from this morning at Jebu they buy. So I see Malado they sell, so I decide for can make line and for my able get fuel from the filling station. So how much do they buy now the Jebu? The Jebu na 35,000 they buy, so inside and they na 37. Okay. So how long this fuel crisis don't they happen? How long you don't? From Thursday, now we suspect fuel on the shots in. From Thursday, I they cry out to government for me in situ this fuel problem. Now one thing we all try for realize, we they understand say whenever fuel short in a one go up. So we the big, if not up in one go, may them not strain people and may them just put her up for we more able do we daily tax them. If fuel no they may them we the beg the government now for me assist we for more able get the fuel na the country. So now the two message and they were the central government.
Well, the fuel crisis in the morning we better one right now. Like for me, so the fuel crisis is really more on me because I'm not able to get fuel even for right self. You know, see why I park my bike safe. Well, we now the tow line no more. They see the tow line too heavy, and some of we the bike man they will not get patient for go team up now that line they say before we get fuel. You don't understand. Some of we will go buy the Jabu fuel 40,000. They will ride for long just able get living. They tell government let them try for minimize this thing down for we. If the fuel station all the function, who the youths man they ride them bike they will still go able to survive. Because now from them bike they how they survive. You understand? But if we not able to get fuel, we not go survive. And we get beaucoup people and beer we will the feed. You don't see like me so I get over 7 person I get for feed pan this one green bike here. So if I not get fuel, what the ride for liable to survive with them? I not go able to survive.
Well, me I don't care there. First pump I don't care. I come up this morning. Because from the day before yesterday, with the fan fail. From Saturday, with the fan fail, not able to get fuel. So I come this morning. I can't afford. I don't care. Then I feel say so MP. I'm not able to get fuel there. So now I go Mambo. I'm not able to get. I go Bobo. I'm not able to get. And from Bobo now I come out 40,000. I saw the buy fuel. This 3 liter I buy so. I must get in a 150. Don't now 40,000 I buy any each 1 liter. Don't I don't can back. Na malado. So now they are this so right now back for campaign feel back still. I can't in a line. So you know easy. You know really. Any information why people suffer for get fuel still waiting at the call?
No,
because like we now with the rider they say because na fuel one go up Sunday say na both late for camp so now make say up to now we no get fuel. Well governments will try for big them Papa government let they help we like we able get fuel because we self now they will survive now they will able help we own family for let them survive. We no get now also they also. You know,
well, Fambul, as you don't get the views of Okada riders, Kekeh riders, them we don't say we have best. They don't the struggle forget the fuel. As according to the most of them say that from last week, this crisis day all about the country. If you can watch from me back, you will see say there is a fuel station, when an MP fuel station, we not the sell at all. This morning we can at Razak Junction, like except Malado fuel station where they sell to few people where they are for can get. But as well, we still see a lot of people, a lot of cubes so far, Okada riders and private vehicles as well, they for able to get fuel. We will continue to monitor the situation right across the country as of how this fuel crisis they look like inside Freetown and other parts them in the country. For Liberty Online TV, Al Hassan Kuma, the report.
All right, we continue with the breakfast show where they come to you live from Liberty Online Television. Continue for share the program, continue for like and also drop a comment. We go read some of our messages them later on inside the program. Today we look at the fuel scarcity in the capital city in Freetown. Well, that's now with colleague Al Hassan Kuma. We've been go around and talk to people who will be in a line, especially the Kekeh and Okada rider them. We now they don't means than they for letting them get them living, but they raise concern and then call on government for try for look inside this particular issue. We continue with the conversation. We still get Marcus Bangura with winner in the studio, winner is civil society activist, and also a representative from the Sierra Leone Petroleum and Transport Dealers Union, winner Usman Jallo, in the Secretary General for them. According to them, enough feel say fuel price they go up, but fuel not in the country. Mr. Jallo, you don't listen to concern from the Kekeh and Okada rider them way Al Hassan go out there and talk to. As it is now, we'd expect say the boat for come tomorrow when May 8th, according to waiting the PRA been pulled na the press release. But as a union, I wanna say go and show say wanna talk to una member them. The small we then get, let them sell give people them.
Yeah, that's correct. That statement the small we get seller. That's small they now they do. Small they now they do. And you small, you sell in the morning, you sell in the afternoon. Sell in the morning, sell in the afternoon. But, you know, the whole thing is interesting. Reason being, we are all Sierra Leoneans. And some people like to want to take the office, say, hey, the other man, your office is so important. That's not how it should be. The PRA are regulators. This blame grip on dealers. I don't know why they free for telling you and say pump this fuel out. In another make it baffled. Because dealers, as I mentioned earlier, now turnover will leave. Imagine, sell fast, you get profit. I mean, you get a lot of income. So we always instill on membership through programs, training and other sessions that we get self-fear. Statutory instruments 2016 tells you we hold fear and we have 50 million. You say you put 50 million. You understand? So we always self-fear. For diesel, it's understandable. It's not hoarding. Diesel is being consuming country more than petrol. Diesel, government, as I said earlier, up to 90% of government machinery now diesel. So they can't pay, you get substation, they will fear for it. That I can understand. You understand? But only get diesel crisis.
So this issue of rationing the petrol, is it a direct rule say, then for sell the money and sell even same? Why not wait the people and then at the queue? Then sell give them all fairly because you say when I want for be fair.
Yes.
Why not when they did that queue na money and they sell give them all fairly? If I don't say na 10 liter we they give for private.
You see that Kekeh man tell you say buy fair 37,000, 35,000.
That's the jebu now, so then they sell that jebu.
Right. Some people you can't believe pass Lucia. They go where you don't see they sell into containers. They go to motorcar, so they go to bike. Only they buy. When they buy, they profit more when they go sell at the black market.
So now I make una prefer una keep them.
No, it's not the word keep. Get this, it's not the word keep. And people, not the word keep.
Rational.
Okay. You understand it? So only you left here in the field, the Uber, you understand it? They take out now, they go exploit.
So now that make una the rational that way.
Yeah, we the ration small. I said the ration. As I said, this is
so because
natural.
una no one let them one and they make profits, una prefer una rational, una keep
No
man.
profit they make. They pull fear some of them at them tanks. They go sell at that 35, 37,000.
So now that's una no one let them sell.
We know one let them, yes. At the end of the day, blame the camp say you understand now they sell at that
but
price.
Because back una they keep them.
No, we
make
let the keep them.
una the rational.
Yeah, we said the rational. As well as the ration, as well as the ration source.
So that's it for that.
It is not a case of tit of that.
Because you
it's
say
about
how the
fairness.
OMC the ration, una say when they come down to the consumer, the end
Yes, not
user.
the rational, so that the fear need to go into unwanted hands. Unwanted hands, you park your SUV, you go pump 50 liter, 80 liter. Commercial vehicle, they don't need fear for.
But then now, una they determine now. If private vehicle go, like Malado for example, where they don't say that 10 they give private.
Yes.
There is nothing you can do for let them go beyond 10.
Yes.
So why una not go sell give the people that una the ration?
Yes.
When are the keep you say una the rational?
Yes. No, it is what keep. It's about rationing also. And we need to send to jerry cans.
So the Tiabale make clear na that ration.
Yes.
How na they determine say let motoka left na line una ration say even 10 una begin sell even 10 but people in na line waiting all day.
Take on this way, madam. You place order for 10,000. You understand it? They give 5,000.
Who you can for sell all the 5,000?
You for sell all the 5,000.
Yeah, because you go buy them for cancel.
Yes.
Is that not the fairness?
Yes. That's the fairness.
So why won't I
That's the fairness in your part. But if the fear, much of it will concentrate like particular people that will not need that.
But not be able to determine who that's not need them because like you don't say, if we refuse say we not they sell Nigerian cans.
Yes.
Now only vehicles, private vehicles and public vehicles. Why we not go just continue? We need back for keep them.
We need to keep fear.
On the rational.
Every day we say fear. Say fear though.
All right, continue for the program. Usman Jallo, Secretary General for the Sierra Leone Petroleum and Transport Dealers Union. Today na the program we look at the fuel scarcity. We dey na some parts them na Freetown and waiting government say then they do, but according to the regulatory agency, we na the Petroleum Regulatory Agency, they say enough fuel they way for take the people until mid-June this year. But according to the dealer them, we will get a representative now, so you say fuel not available at the moment. Well, we'll continue for look inside this particular issue, and now they look at on our messages them we on don't send at the program this morning. The first hour they take now from Mystic Dwazak. He said the fuel scarcity is causing mixed feelings among Sierra Leoneans because there are a lot of rumors the price might be increased. Hope the authorities will do the needful to ensure the availability of fuel in the country.
All right, now the Facebook page, Abubakar Israel Sisese, all what they are planning to do is to loot from the poor people of Sierra Leone, but posterity will surely catch up with all of them by the grace of God.
This one again from Mystic, they say fuel is an essential commodity which is very vital in the day-to-day movement of the nation. As a nation, we should get adequate fuel storage to ensure we avoid frequent shortage of the product.
All right, we look at more messages. This other message, these people are all in terms of corruption in our country, Sierra Leone. They come out from Abubakar.
All right, more messages they don't come at the program this morning. Quickly, I take from YouTube. This one where they come out from Robert Cargo, they say Marcos had always been a strong advocate for the ordinary Sierra Leonean.
Robert Carbo again at the YouTube page. They say Mr. Jallo, speak the truth. Fuel prices will surely be increased in Sierra Leone.
All right. Well, from their messages, then they come back in the studio as we still get Marcos Bangura, we na a civil society activist and the executive director for Citizens Forum for Democratic Accountability, and also Usman Jallo, the Secretary General for the Sierra Leone Petroleum and Transport Dealers Union. Marcos, they come back to you as it is now. Tomorrow, May 8th, na the day where the PRA puts na the press release say fuel, this country they get another supply. We for rely on this information from the regulatory agency.
Well, this is a test case for them, a litmus test. From the facts they say, that is authoritatively, right, that the press release they say, we expect fuel tomorrow. We look forward to them. We just don't want a situation where they can say the vessel gets stuck. You understand? Because at the end of the day, we don't want excuse. Simba said a laugh. You understand? We don't want excuse because, you know, honesty, fine. Especially when they in a position of trust. We all man they look forward to you. When you see they create that particular department, say they put certain individuals that they for make them play a role we will be beneficial to the people of Sierra Leone. So if then tell we say tomorrow they expect fuel, and then tell we say we get enough fuel, are just the question and they consider for question as to why we get this particular situation right now. Because 2 million liters or more for able for liquidity to the 8 without an iota of noise or people then gather at a fuel station for petrol. But that's they take me to waiting Mr. Jallo one accepts say all these three they happen as a result of the fact say they want increased fuel price.
Because even when the PRA puller press release, waiting the public begin say was not just putting something at paper, yes, but go down to the different outlets. Then yes, you don't talk say fuel D. Yes. Wait for take with till the time where the other shipments for come. Yes. But you still see to line the day. People yes, still they grumble. But you just pull mere statements yes, and left and day.
Left and day. So just like how we put and say on paper, we don't know this country also, but we don't live for some time. We very much interested on things that happen as alone. So authorities and sometimes just get the mind for calm on paper, theoretically, and say, well, that this happen. When it say it not happen, right? So, a really difficult, a really disheartening.
The issue of fuel scarcity, it's not new.
It's not new, yes.
It don't become a pattern.
Yeah.
Where should say somebody really know they do in work.
Definitely, because if you look at just like the other day, we talk about NP, we talk about planning. You understand? But the same thing they happen with the regulatory body. You understand? They lack planning. When they say you're a regulatory body, Right? Just like, for example, NatCom, for example. There was a time NatCom being joined with one particular body, you understand? But the mobile companies, they say, how NatCom would the regulator implement? So then get UEDF, Universal Access Development Fund. Because then, for implement, whilst NatCom for regulate, you cannot regulate. Like in this situation, if they regulate, get another body, you understand? Where they look at, implement some of them, for example, move around, see certain things, and then una collaborate. Now, if you look at the situation, you get this guy where they appoint Balua or whatsoever, you understand? He has been there for some time, for quite too long. And during a period, we don't face more crisis than any other time in terms of fear. We don't face a lot of crisis during this particular period or so. They can just come out, look the other time, I think Labo, you just go give fuel out to people, and whilst others, there was fuel scarcity. You understand? So as a result, just like we say, there is someone somewhere where they actually toy with the lives of Sierra Leoneans then. Because fuel, we all know that for now, the major commodity. I call them major commodity because it affects every aspect of the lives of the people. Who they are so right now, fuel not the bones. So. You understand? Right? If lights no day, even if we light this safe, na fuel as well. You understand? So these are the issues. Until government get for map triangle, try to address this issue. Look now, Okada man. He talk about two things. That Kekeh, which is, if you understand, say, if you feel a lot day, let them try for me to get the fuel. If the price they put up, don't mean they strongly against the price going up. Because I don't see no reason why the price will go up. You understand? With the one government, also the one prayer, make sure say this particular price, they not shoot them up. Because we don't get no reason for that, except that the IMF or the World Bank will not influence them negatively. Because they say tired for the give them money. They're tired for the give them money. So okay, we have squeezed the man there now. Because they really pay. A lot of tax they don't pay for, things they don't pay for. We already aware say that we pay for them. You understand? We pay for them. Now if you look at, if like no day, that person we get for sell water, do other things them. For make he survive and family will be very difficult. Now, two major things: electricity and petroleum. Now, the two basic things that's where we will move this country forward. You understand? If you lack electricity, a lot of people will suffer. If you lack fuel, a lot of people will suffer. So, I have a government for fair ways and means for address this issue. But this period, 6 years, we don't face a lot of fuel crisis than any other time. In 2014, now the time where the barrel go over $100 after a very long period of time in 2014. But even that particular period, right, we fear price as alone, not be skyrocket so, right? Now, there was a time the price came down, you understand? But still the price continue to go up. So what's the essence of having a system where you for the review fuel every month? Even that's definitely taken into consideration. It's not effective, it's dysfunctional, you see? So we call on government for make them double the effort and stand tall in the first place and make sure say the idea we salon people and get see the one for increased price as a result of experience gain over the years, make them not even make the attempt. And if there is unavailability of fuel, let them also stand tall, let them double the effort and make sure say car. But thank God, the authority concerned tell we say fuel the car. Then tell we say we get enough fuel. So far, with about 2 million liters, we make, again, the conviction say, then there was no need, you understand, for to line.
People for believe say fuel they come where the statements where they don't make for say, not to the reality in the ground.
Even the petroleum companies, the stations, I feel say themselves, they doubt the regulatory body, their statement, otherwise than for the sale. Not for the sale, you understand? But they doubt, they don't trust that.
I believe in this case. What I for believe in this case?
This case, we don't believe the regulatory body. I don't believe them at all. You understand? Because therefore, can I remember one time, then they go to fuel stations, but they don't make no move it to. If I told fuel they can't buy, then they're not even allow that small, the artificial scarcity in another way. You understand? They're not for allow them kind of to happen. But we don't see them go to fuel stations. The last time they mobilize, of course, they fool the public. PR will always fool the public.
Let me bring you in, Mr. Jallo.
Yes, ma'am.
Tomorrow, according to the press release with PRA pool, 9 days supply supposed for reach na the country. What if that supply did not come? The small one they get from NP, where you see that they no more get fuel right now. When I will continue for ration and for let the public get?
No, do and so for the good of the country. Because, you know, for not do and so, because NP said, oh, na the Kumra, oh, I say that Kumra Panfele, they give small. I don't tell you that this. 20,000, 15,000, they give like 5. But I not to ask. They look the size of the station and say this. So you say they give small. Oh, do and so, tell the PRD, give me fear the 8. But, you understand, immediately doubt so, the PRD is PRD. They don't give you time, it happen. They don't give you time, it happen. But we, as good citizens, we need to say pride, we need to say above 30 years, don't really ensure say, you get the working class. If I want to get fear for go, if I even 10, you understand, you pass, you understand, the taxi then get fear for go. For take people there around.
So how do you determine whether not working class or whether not to work?
What do you know, madam? So therefore get fear. But with this fear business, sometimes the scarcity no matter one will stop. Even the time is not in our favor. There is this spending toll yet. Who be the fear truck owners? You understand? It's a concern. And that concern should be addressed.
Now they not been laid to rest after we Parliament finally we don't approve the new increased fee them.
How they lay to rest? So that lay to rest. Now Parliament get to carry the way and tear na Parliament. This na migration na give and take. First of all, we are transporting a regulated commodity. We freight when they paper each tanker. Then as I they within the price formula, distribution cost. Now government is saying I'm telling you have to back it.
But
so if you don't increase
Mr. Jallo,
yes.
Parliament don't approve them. Then for begin implement on the 15th of this
Parliament
month.
don't approve based on EU standing.
Not based on EU standing. Parliament, it gonna Parliament.
Yes.
Then be put on hold for first. Yes. Say when the minister be one let become effective. Parliament say don't watch inside. They don't watch inside. They don't put onto law. They don't approve them.
Okay, from here. I go to a meeting with the Honorable Minister. He has invited me to a meeting. He knows that something is wrong with it. You understand? If you ask me, you understand? Because we presented a position paper on that toll gate. We transfer a regulated communal government, they fix everything for you. Who say you want to do that extra?
So if it become, if they begin implementing, what's gonna go do?
Madam, me believe say on our own side, you understand? There is going to be a review. You know, say Salio, we
review again after we don't come out.
What's it happen to review? They don't review the whole building. I review no more.
So they don't review what they do.
We review. Madam, don't worry with that.
Alright.
Parliament doesn't own our trucks. I don't want to go here. I don't they prepare ourselves for this. Parliament doesn't own the trucks. You understand? Now we get with trucks. So they have to negotiate with us. And we are transporting a regulated commodity.
But open window been there where Parliament give for all that discussion, the negotiation for be done. What's not been there?
What's not been there? Who presents all of that?
So I not appear another day for reflect on the increased fees then.
In fact, now up we go.
So why wanna get hope still it will be reviewed back? Why wanna get hope still?
This is a give and take negotiation. We have sector, now a different sector, madam. I want to let you notice this.
All right.
Yeah.
Many thanks for joining at the program this morning. Usman Jallo, Secretary General, Petroleum and Transport Dealers Union, where you can talk about on a position and confirm say petrol not in the country at all. And also okay, you also confirm say price not the go up. And also many thanks to you, Marcos. We joined with at the program this morning, and to all with watch we and don't share the program this morning. Also sending on messages them through the comment section. One for say many thanks for our continued support to the growth of Liberty Online Television. Wanna continue for follow all we programs them, wanna continue for like and share our programs them so that the Liberty family will continue for grow. Mina Khadija Bango, I wish you all a blessed day.
All right, and Mabel Kabade said till we meet again, continue for day with Liberty Online Television, and goodbye.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone.